Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Second show of the day. It is good to be back. I'm going to focus on a couple of fights. I also want to look at the Arhi Cortez card. I haven't really looked at that. I'm going to look at the Pro Box card. I want to look at that. So we're going to get into a lot of things that we didn't get into in the first show. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button, subscribe, share. If you smash the like button, subscribe if you all have not already. But it's good to have everybody here. Second show of the day. Going to try to bring you guys as much content as we can. Happy Sunday to y'all. Really good day. Looking forward to the show. Want to get into it. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing Blog, all forms. Guys, let me pay the bills first. Join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. We just got a brand new subscriber to the Patreon. Let me give him a shout out. Hang on. Digster is how I'm saying this. You guys, be like Digster. If you have not already, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that ticker below. $5. It's pinned in the chat now too. $5 a month. Get you the absolute best gambling advice. Get you asked to book you anything. It gets you the live betting. It gets you the updated props. It gets you access to the Discord. In the Discord, it's where we do all the live betting and the props. Guys, it gets you the lock of the week. There's a lock of the week that is live now. I've already dropped the lock of the week, so get it in the Patreon, get it in the Discord. $5 a month, get you all the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Guys, after you do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the It's the world's only high-fat grass-fed beef bar that replaces the meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel, autonomy, and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. I'll be right back. You guys roll in. I'll be right back. All right. Let's get started, y'all. Let's get started here. What up, y'all? Rando says Bovado sucks on props. What's up, guy? Hey, I don't control Bovado, my man. How you doing, Rando? How you? It's good to have you here, Rando. We even hit UFC sometimes. Let's go with the UFC. What's up, Gary? What's up, Bipolar? It's good to have you here, Bipolar. I haven't seen you around much. It's good to have you back. 10-2 on UFC last night. A lot of chalk on that card. If you're making money, you're making money. You went 10-2. I'm guessing you made money, unless the odds were wild. The Discord is where it at. Yes, the Discord is phenomenal. We get any Friday action. Yeah, we got the Pro Box card. We're gonna break that all down. I want to get into all of that. We got any Friday action, Gary? Yeah. I just downloaded the Discord. How do I find Gary on there? Send me a message, Bipolar. Here. Send me a message, Bipolar. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with let me pull the pro boxing odds up first. Pro boxing odds. All right, so they don't have any of the Pro Box odds. Does anyone have any of the odds on like the William Forster fight or any of the Pro Box cards? I don't have anything on that. Let me just give you guys. So they got Maloney here. FanDuel is the only one that has Maloney and Cortez. I mean, that'll be up soon. I do like Cortez in that fight. I like that. I like Cortez a lot in that fight. That video is live. We got to hold it. I'm gonna get you guys. So Ituama and White is live. Goodman and Bull is live. I'm about to release Adelaide and Ergovich right after this. Adelaide and Ergovich will be live after this. So I'll have a couple fights. I'm gonna work on the Ford and Nova fight right after this. I'm gonna get into Ford and Nova. I will have that for you guys today. And then I don't know what I'm gonna work on next. I don't really know, but we're gonna get you something new every day. We'll start working on the other cards as well. We got a lot to get into. Does anyone have odds on Forster or things like that? Because I can't really do a video on fights I don't have any odds for. At least if I have odds from another book, I can kind of estimate where DraftKings is going to be at. We can try to kind of guess. But let's look at the Andrew Maloney card. Let's look at that. They only have this fight on it. All right. We're going to have to catch a stream on that too. Then let's look at the Pro Box card as well. Let's look at the Pro Box cards. This is a good card. This is a really good card. I'm guessing they're going to have odds on the main event, obviously, which is a really good fight. Starling Castillo and Shenard Bunch, I'm sure they'll have odds on that. That's a good fight. Marcus Valle and Luis Georges is another good fight. And then Dominique Valle and Gary Antonio Russell. Yo, this is a dope card. This is a really dope card. This may be the best card of the weekend. So they're going to have odds on this. They may have odds on 5 different fights on this. So this is something that you guys are going to want to give attention to. This is a really good. I didn't realize this card was this stacked. You got Yakubov and Forster, which is a phenomenal fight. You got Starling Castillo and Shenard Bunch, which is a quality fight. Marcus Valle and that's I don't know much about Luis Georges. I feel like I know this guy, but these are good fights that are worthy of your attention. A Dominican guy has not fought outside of the Dominican Republic. I feel like I know this name, though. This is a fight you're probably going to want to keep an eye on, too. I'm going to get into the tape on that. That looks intriguing. Valle, Georges, Valle Alvarez is a good fight. There's a lot of fights. This is a sneaky good card, a really good card. I'm excited for this. This is the 15th. I'm into that. I'm definitely into that. You guys think Rodriguez Rando says, I hear there's a Wednesday card. Hang on one second. All right. Sorry about that. Stimming out of control. All right, Rando says, I hear there's a Wednesday card. What's the I'm out of the loop here. What's the Wednesday card? What do we got going on Wednesday? Wednesday, Aussie card next week. What is the Wednesday card? Anything I need to know about? Is our Australian cards on Wednesdays? That's what we're doing? That's just what they are? Ball fight over 10.5. And Itawama fight over 4.5 gets plus 230. I like it, boxing. I like both those bets. I do. Salute G. Big weekend coming. We got a lot. Let's get into this money. Let's make this money. Let's make this money more. Bipolar coming to the discard. Heck yeah. Bipolar says 4 Itawama, Ergovich, Telez, Iglesias, McCormick, Susami, Moneyline Parlay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 fights. I mean, I like this. Obviously, it's a heck of a way to get to a plus money parlay. I like it. There's nothing in there I don't like. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's 7 legs. You have to hit 7 legs to hit this. And that's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy to hit 7 legs. Some good midweek cards this week and next. Also a card on Friday. Yeah. What is the midweek card? Who is in this midweek? I'm unfamiliar, and I feel like I'm on an island here by myself. What is the midweek card? I know the Friday card. He's going to beat the shit out of Gary Antonio. I don't know about that. 360 Promotions have a card. I believe it's headlined by Hirata and versus Gomez. I gotta look at that. I do 360 on a card, but I thought it was midweek card, like a Wednesday card or Thursday card. Is Bull by decision the bet to make? Well, look, there's 3 ways that fight could end. Bull could win that fight by stoppage. All right. Bull could win the fight by decision. That's like there's a strong chance of that. Or I think the most likely scenario is Goodman wins the fight by decision, but Goodman can't win by stoppage. So I also think a draw at plus 1,800 is a good bet on that. So it's a really interesting fight to bet. There are a lot of options and a lot of things that you can look at in that fight. I think Bull by decision is a decent bet if you like Bull to win. First, here's what you got to decide. Bull by decision and God, I'm losing my brain. Bull by decision and Goodman by decision are all plus money bets. A draw is a plus money bet. Obviously, a draw is plus 1,800, and Goodman is a plus money bet. So now you got to decide, what do I like in this fight? Who do I think wins this fight? It's a 50-50 fight. I did the poll before. It was 65-35. You guys liked you like Bull over Goodman. Okay. If you guys like Bull, take Bull. I think the odds on it are not worth it. I'm getting plus 5. Goodman by decision is plus 500. That's just too good of an odds. That's just too good for me. Plus 500 is just too good for me on Goodman. And if I'm leaning, I'm 55% sure that Goodman wins by decision. The other 45%, I would say 30% is Goodman is Bull by decision, and then the last 15%, what is it, 55, 85? Yeah, right. And the last 15% would be Bull by stoppage. So I'd say Bull by stoppage is 15% sure, Bull by decision, 30% sure, and Goodman by decision, 55% sure. My 55% bet is getting me plus 500. So obviously I'm going to bet that. But you guys, what is your confidence factor in Goodman? It better be super confident if you're going to bet him on a money line. If you're going to bet him by decision, he's paying plus money. So it might be worth it. But you guys might also just want to take the over. The over is like minus 115. So the over on that bet's a tremendous bet, right? Like it's not plus money, but it's close. It's close to even money. So it's kind of worth it. Yeah, there's a Saudi card Wednesday. Never heard of any of the fighters, though. I'll look into it. Yeah, we got Zafara, Nikita, Zoo, and Brock Jarvis. Hang on. It's next Wednesday. That's not this Wednesday. That's the following Wednesday. You see that? It's the 20th, so it's a week and a half from now. No limit boxing card. It's a week from Wednesday. Y'all bugging. Blue Collar Living in the house. Got an insight on Nova not taking his training seriously and just coming off a family vacation and just stopped in sparring, claiming injury followed by KO. Yeah, I report. I've got the same heads up. I got the same notification. Shout out Muscles. I've heard this too. We talked about this a lot, quite a bit yesterday, and a little bit on the first stream. No, I've heard this too, and I was gonna take Ford by decision, and the over. I'm now laying off that because I think Ford may stop him. I'm still not uber confident in picking Ford to stop anybody. So I'm laying off Ford by decision. I'm laying off the over, and I'm just taking Ford on the money line in my parlay. 79 makes a comment I tend to agree with, but may disagree with. William Foster is one of the most underrated fighters right now. Jordan White is another. Yeah, well, Jordan White, he got knocked out. Jordan White got knocked out once on Showbox a couple years ago, didn't he? Did he get knocked out? Who did Jordan White lose to? His only loss was back in 2017 to Adam Lopez in Laredo. Interesting. Oh, did he knock out my dude? He knocked out Erdison. That's what it was. He knocked out Erdison Garcia. That's what it was. He knocked out Erdison Garcia. Yeah. I'm familiar with Jordan White. But so the William Forster is a tough cookie to figure out because he looks so good in some fights, and then his fight against Erdison Garcia, he looks not good at all, right? Like I don't know how to assess him. Like he looks so good to me sometimes, and then sometimes I look at him like this guy's not the one. Like there's nothing here. He's a hard guy to assess because he's got some fights where he looks so spectacular, and some fights where he just like the Erdison Garcia fight where he loses every round to Erdison Garcia, and like what is wrong with this guy? He's a hard guy to assess. He is a hard guy to assess for sure. I don't like betting Ford stoppage, but to each their own. Yeah, I can't bet on Raymond Ford to stop anybody. I do think he'll win the fight though. Ball Goodman fight to go the distance is a lock. I think so too. At least take the over on. I like it a lot. There's a Japanese card Tuesday. How come I don't got lines on any of this? Yeah, Short Dog. That's his name. Besides, he got caught cold in the first. Nick Ball has faced better competition than Goodman, in my opinion. Like Raymond Ford and Ray Vargas also might be favored by the judges. I think Bipolar says, I think people have the same misconception of Bull as they do with Pitbull Cruz. They are not power punches. They usually only KO lower level opponents. Correct. Excellent point. Just off volume and pressure, gonna go 12. Agreed. I think this is an excellent point by Paul. I'm not saying guys like Pitbull and let me bring this down. I'm not saying guys like Pitbull are feather-fisted or nothing like that. Pitbull and Bull are feather-fisted, but they're not big hitters. They're not one-punch KO artists. They got decent power, but they're not big-time hitters. And they wear people down. They break you down. They get stoppages against bad fighters at the highest level. They're not going to get a ton of stoppages. I agree with Bipolar 100%. Wait, am I tweaking? I mixed it up too. It happens. Gee, like over. I do like the over. You know, I like the. If I had to bet that, I'd bet the over. I think he definitely gets Ituama definitely gets a knockout. I think it probably comes later, 6-7 rounds like that. It's a tough bet because I think Dylan White is a pro. I think Dylan White is shot, but he's a pro, and I think he's going to be a little bit conservative. I think he's going to just look the time and land something big because he's got big power. Like he could knock Ituama out. Dylan White could knock anybody out. He's a big hitter. So my guess is that he's going to be conservative. He's not going to leave a lot of openings and just look to time him and land something big. That could cause the fight to go over. I think it will. Oh no, he caught Erdison cold, and then Erdison beat. Yeah, I'm getting all mixed up. Nova is already ready to make excuses, saying he's going to leave. Not going to leave it to the judges, and he's going to go for the KO. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He should go for the KO. No, Pitbull is a power puncher. Nick Bull is not. He gets you out due to pressure. I don't think Pitbull is a big time puncher either. By the way, I think who was it? It was Bipolar. I think Bipolar had a point there. I don't. You guys think Pitbull is a big puncher? Yeah. Let's do a poll. I like this. Is Pitbull Cruz a big puncher / KO artist? Yes? No. I think this is a fun debate. He's not. He just applies pressure and he can break down guys. He's not a KO artist. He's not a big puncher. He's not. He's not. I'm not saying he's featherfist. I'm not saying he couldn't knock over a glass of water with a running start. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's not hammer hands. He's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not beating. He's not beating you with one shot. That's what we're saying. It's a culmination that he gives off. Guys, do vote in that poll. I'm interested in what everyone's take on that. That's an intriguing question, in my opinion. All right, before we go any further, I do want to address a couple of things here. So tomorrow, probably one show, maybe two. After this, right after this, I'm going to drop the Adelaide video, and then I'm going to be working on the Raymond Ford Abraham Nova tape. That's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to do the Abraham Nova Raymond Ford tape. I'm going to drop the Adelaide video right after this. So you get that video, you get Raymond Ford. That will be live tomorrow. I will do another live tomorrow, and then we'll just kind of take the week from there. We'll see how it goes, but we'll take the week from there. And I'll be one or two fights a week for sure. All right, guys. So one show tomorrow. You're gonna get Adelaide and Ergovitz right after I end this stream. I'm gonna upload it, give it about 10-15 minutes. Tomorrow, you're going to get the Ford type plus one live. And then Tuesday, we'll probably be back 2 lives. I don't know. All right. But that's that. That's kind of the schedule for the week. I'll let you guys know the times, everything like that. I can see Bull getting disqualified if he gets frustrated. That might screw us. I don't think he's going to get disqualified, right? Like, look, anything is possible, but I don't think he's going to get disqualified. Ituama 1-3. Ituama in rounds 1-6. That's I like that. Pitbull throws bombs for the first 3 or 4 rounds and gets tired when he output falls off a cliff. Who do you feel is the better pressure fighter between the two? I think Bull. Probably Bull. It's close though. Probably Bull. Tananaway says, do you allow people to join the panel? Not typically. Sometimes. On a different note, do you think Canelo KOs Bud? No, I don't. I think Bud wins the fight. I'm a big weight classes matters guy. Like, I really am. Like, typically, if you give me 2 guys that aren't near the same weight class, I'm going to take the bigger guy. As long as they're both world-class fighters, I'm going to take the bigger guy. That being said, that Williams School fight, like, Canelo hasn't looked good in a minute. And Crawford looks fine. I think he can outbox him. I don't think he's going to sit and trade and exchange with him. I think Crawford's got the temperament and the mindset to win. I think he's going to outbox him, outsmart him. I think Crawford wins the decision. I'm a fan of Nick Bull, but Gary, he literally dead-legged his last opponent. Okay. Bull throws one MMA low kick, and now people swear he's going to get this. All right, you guys think. So then bet from to get disqualified. See if you can find a prop that says he loses by disqualification or he does a Canelo versus Munguia makes me lean Crawford. Just all of Canelo's fights kind of make me recently, his last few fights make me lean towards Crawford in this. And the last one was incriminating, I thought. Like absolutely incriminating. Guys, please, questions, comments, thoughts. I got you, sir. If Crawford wins convincingly against Canelo, is he the GOAT? I don't know that we can call him the GOAT. I think we have a conversation where he ranks all time. It's a heck of a feat. Undisputed at 40, undisputed at 47, undisputed at 68. Remarkable. I guess he goes to, I don't know what he does at that. Does he retire? Does he go down to 60, try to run 60? There's a lot that he can do. I mean, if I were him, like Usyk, I would retire. They made plenty of money. You can just retire now. You don't need to keep doing this. If Crawford wins, like what else does he have to prove? You know, like his legacy is set. His legacy is gold. If he wins, he's one of the greatest fighters of all time. Have you thought, Havelock, you think that's all he's done? He headbutts notoriously laces, throws fighters, pressures them. If you think a DQ is impossible with a dirty fighter thing again, that's a fair point. I wouldn't bet on it, though. The GOAT is all subjective anyway. Absolutely, Michael. I mean, it's fun. It's like mental masturbation, but it's not, it's the GOAT. I mean, how do you rank him with Duran? Or someone like that. But it's a fair conversation to have. I mean, it's just, there's no right answer. There's nothing, I've done this so many times in the basketball world. Is this guy better than that guy? LeBron's the GOAT, MJ's the GOAT. What about Kobe? What about Kobe? God damn it. What about Kobe Bean Bryant? Kobe Bean. It's what it is. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to get into? Guys, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, put them in super chats, of course. Put them in the comment section now. What do you guys, what's on y'all's mind? What do y'all want to talk about? Because if you don't have nothing else, I'm going to end this in a minute. Like, let me check my poll real quick. Guys, do vote in the poll. Do vote in the poll. Go vote now. I know he's a dirty fighter, but yet to even get a strong warning for all the fouls he's done. That's what I feel like. I feel like he's not close to disqualification. Let me check my poll. Where's my poll? Oh, wow. Guys, keep voting in this poll. Do vote in this poll. It is overwhelmingly in favor that Cruz is not a big puncher. Y'all is telling me that Pitbull Cruz is not a big puncher, that he's not a knockout artist. 13 votes in, and you guys are overwhelmingly telling me. But guys, everybody vote. I do want everyone's take on this. I want everyone's take on this. I'm going to wrap this up soon. Get back to the comments. If there's no further comments or questions or super chats, different thing like that, I'm going to end. I'm going to end as soon as the chat ends with the questions. Did I miss Ford versus Arthur talk? Ford versus Arthur? Ford versus Nova? Abraham Nova? We talked about it. We all like Ford. I can't bet on Ford by stoppage, so I'm just going to take Ford on the money line. Although at this point, with the news that we've gotten about Nova, I am kind of leaning towards Ford by decision. I've been kind of leaning Ford by stoppage. I was leaning Ford by decision, and it's got this news, and it changed my mind. Like Nova's not going to be able to go the distance. But I can't bet on Ford to win by stoppage. I'm not going to lose money because I bet on Ford by stoppage. I'll tell you that right now. Four kings from the 80s versus Floyd, Canelo, Crawford, Pacquiao. Create a tournament. Who wins new era versus old era? Duran, baby. Duran. Duran. Always Duran. But like what weight? What weight? I have a feeling that Itwama might show his boxing skills against White, and it goes the distance. Then just take Itwama on the money line. Because he has Frank Warren money behind him. Sooner or later, they aren't going to let him go do that. Where is the fight being fought at? I don't think White can go the distance anymore, honestly. Because he has Frank Warren money behind him. Sooner or later, they aren't going to let him do that. Where is the fight being fought at? Which fight are you talking about? You talking about the White fight? It's in London. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's in Saudi Arabia. What the hell am I saying? It's in Saudi Arabia. You guys are tricking me. My brain. You guys are making my brain not work. Oh, we had a whole debate on this. Bud versus Floyd, who you got? We had a whole long discussion on this. I guess if I absolutely had to bet my money, I would take Floyd. I guess. But I'm telling you right now, Bud could win that fight. Like that, Bud, you take the best version of Bud against the best version of Floyd. Bud might win, but I guess, if I had to bet my own money on it, I guess I would take Floyd. If the fight is in Britain, Goodman gets clipped, they won't allow the fight to continue. They won't allow him to hold and recover. They will stop the fight immediately. Very possible. My bad. Gary, do you think Moses knocks Dylan out with a left or a right uppercut? The left. I think the left. I'm going to say the left. That's a good bet. I wish there was a prop on that. But you bet Polanco to stop Randall. I bet Polanco to win. I noticed that me and Gary's picks crash pretty often. It happens. Have you met Floyd? I have not. That's the one guy I've never met in person. I've never really met Floyd. All right, guys, let me check my poll again. Guys, do vote in the poll. If you have not voted in the poll, vote now because I'm going to end this, but this is pretty one-sided. Ball fought Vargas in Saudi, and he was really dirty enough. I don't think he got a real warning in that fight again. All right, guys, I'm going to end this. I appreciate all you. Y'all are phenomenal. I guess that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what time. I will let y'all know. But 2 shows today. You're going to get Adelaide and Ergovich in just a few minutes. And live again tomorrow. And I'll get you Ford and Nova video out tomorrow as well. Going to end this poll, guys. Vote now, vote now, vote now, vote now. I'm going to end the poll in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Vote now, or I'm going to end it 2, 1. Ending the poll now. You guys overwhelmingly don't think that Pitbull Cruz is a big puncher. All right, guys, I'm going to end this. Y'all are the best. Y'all are truly the best. It is August 10th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.